Hey, Adam,
Yeah.
do you remember the movie Castaway that starred Tom Hanks?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, good. So do you remember Wilson?
Yeah, he's like the best character in the movie.
Okay, fair. In the time skip where they jump forward, I think it's like 5 years or whatever.
Yeah, he
Do you think
loses
Tom
a bunch
Hanks?
of weight, yeah.
Yeah, do you think Tom Hanks ever fucked Wilson?
No, because Wilson be flat.
Well, no, because
He like
after
stays
the time,
buoyant through the whole movie.
no, after the time skip, he cuts open Wilson, he gives him hair.
Oh, yeah, and
So,
he fills him up.
Yeah. So for a time, there was a hole in Wilson that he could have fucked. Do you think he ever fucked Wilson?
I don't think he did. Now, reason
I don't-
being, he didn't want things to get awkward.
I don't know, man, because you give a man enough time alone on a deserted island, he's gonna find an inanimate object to fuck.
That's true. But
I
Wilson's a
could be alone
guy.
in my-
Wilson's a
I
guy,
could be
and Tom
alone-
Hanks is not gay.
We don't know that. I could be alone in my apartment for a week and I'll try to fuck an inanimate object.
Tom Hanks used to work. Tom Hanks used to work for FedEx, but when he was on the island, he worked for FedSex.
Ooh, that's because he fucked Wilson.
Wilson!
Dude, that's why he was so sad, because he lost his fuck doll.
That's his vinegar stroke sound. Hello and welcome to Adam and Andy.
Hello.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Andy.
Adam and Andy recording a podcast alone.
Well, I'm kind of alone. I'm kind of like in there in spirit.
Shit.
Yeah. I'm there in spirit this week.
Well, in a way.
And let me go ahead and explain
Yeah, you should.
why I'm there in spirit. I got to meet my nephew for the very first time this last Sunday.
Landmark event.
Yes, and it was absolutely adorable, and I don't regret a goddamn second of it. He, in his infinite wisdom of being 6 months
you mean
old.
infant wisdom.
Yes, he, in his infant wisdom of being 6 months old, he did sneeze directly into my mouth. He has also... Well, no, I'm not going to say that about him. He has also been going to daycare, and it turns out that he had croup. So what that is like the infant version of a cold. So he effectively gave... Yes, croup. I don't know why it's called that, whatever. But he effectively gave me a cold. So in order to not transmit a cold to you, because now we don't have to worry about COVID, but we do still have to worry about other transmittable things.
Those still exist.
I have decided to do this one from home this week.
Yeah. And Andy knows that is one of the most painful things for me to experience.
Yes. Adam absolutely hates being on his own.
Yeah.
How else is he gonna touch his little wee-wee later?
Off mic, Andy talked about me touching his wee-wee. On mic,
I did.
He'll talk about me being alone and needing help touching my wee-wee.
Yes. He can't get hard any other way.
Well, let me tell you, Andy, there's actually... I'm not alone, actually, today.
Oh, yeah?
I have a sit-in of sorts.
Okay. Is it Pinhead?
No.
No, I wish it was Pinhead. Okay. Who is it?
If you remember those aliens from Toy Story,
yes,
there's one dressed up like Ratatouille.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me, like
And
mentally or emotionally.
And
but
he's wearing.
I can't wait to see it.
He's wearing headphones and talking into the mic.
I cannot wait to see what this looks like. That is going to be fantastic.
It's much better to look across at him than look across at you. So.
Yeah, well, he's probably much more handsome.
He has 3 eyes. And he's not even a foot
terrifying.
Tall. Yeah. And I thought there's a
terrifying.
metaphor in there, too. Because Ratatouille is about a mouse, on a chef's head telling him what to do. But here, there's a mouse acting somewhat in your place while you talk to kind of fill that void for the
appropriate
or for the visual deal. Yeah. So I think that moving forward, hopefully I never have to use him again. But who knows? Things happen. And he will be your permanent sit-in.
Oh, a permanent sit-in.
If you can't come and do it, yeah.
Okay, I like this. I like this a lot.
Unless you every time you can't come, I just go find some other inanimate thing. Maybe Wilson next time. And I'll have him up there with his little glory hole in the back of him. Plug the mic into that. I'm sure there's plenty of pleasure there.
And it better be freshly filled.
By Tom Hanks. Hey, wait, 2 separate Tom Hanks movies. Toy Story and Castaway. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Whoa. Oh, and I should say, before we go into the stories, you're missing that, of course, and that's of your own doing. You're missing something else, too. And everyone at home who has been watching for the last 8 minutes has already seen.
Okay.
I've trimmed my beard.
Oh, did you?
And I've left a big Yosemite Sam mustache.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
That just adds to my disappointment of you missing it. But I'm glad the Suds can take part in this.
Yeah, hey, and I am a Sud, so I will take part.
Yeah, I should just say it's the Adam Show with his #1 fan.
But we decided last week that I'm the voice and the talent.
Not when you own the domain.
Our guests agreed.
Moving on. Which I don't have the news music up. Shit. God damn it.
Yeah, you fucked up there.
Yeah, I couldn't.
It's fine.
My flow is all off.
It happens. It happens every time.
Every fucking time. Maybe this story will get us right back where we belong. Like
love.
What?
Like love lifts us up where we belong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, fuck me then. Keep going.
An Indian man killed by his own bird during cockfight.
Yes.
You'll love this.
Yes, I'm already in love.
A cockerel that had been fitted with a knife for an illegal cockfight has killed its owner in southern India. The bird's owner was impaled in the groin by the knife as the animal tried to escape. The man died on the way to the hospital from loss of blood.
Oh my God, yes. The cockfight wound up with him losing his cock.
The animal was held at a police station before being transferred to a farm.
Oh my God. Where do you think he hid that knife? How do you hide a knife on a fucking, what, are they chickens or roosters? It's roosters, right?
Yeah, it's roosters.
Yeah, because the cockfight. Okay. Where do you think he hid a knife on a rooster?
I don't think you mean place it, not hiding it. They're not hiding the knife on the rooster. He's going to be in the cockfight.
Well, I thought that the story said he had hidden that.
Hidden? No, he never hid the knife.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood then. That's on me. So,
no.
do you think that he just put a knife on the rooster's wing and then just said, "Fuck it, let's get him out there"?
I don't know.
He just duct taped it to his wing.
I think what's more effective, because maybe birds, because again, cockfighting has been around forever, right? So what if and they peck? So what if they taped or duct taped a knife to the bird's head so it can peck like a stabbing motion?
But why wouldn't that immediately fucking be called off?
The fight?
Yeah, why?
Do you really think that they said, okay, yeah, the fight's gonna keep going on after the chicken or whatever went and killed its owner? Don't worry, we still got money on the thing. He's got to kill the other bird.
Oh, okay. So he killed the owner before the fight. I was imagining in my head. I was imagining in my head he killed the owner after the fight. So somehow.
Oh, he's like, give me my money.
Somehow this chicken goes in there with a knife, a steak knife, taped to it somewhere. They're just trying to stab it, and then it wins, and everyone's like, "Well, fucking cock happens." And then and then they just decided, yeah, we'll go ahead and give it to him, whatever.
Yeah, you know what? But how do you think it happened though? When the cops arrest the rooster, and they're like, Did you mean to do it? And
I don't know what that means. I don't speak rooster. Do you?
No, but then the rooster gets this little grimace on his face, and the rooster just kind of looks straight at the cops, and he's like,
It's like cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers.
And he pulls out another knife and starts stabbing them too.
He just starts coming at them like, cock-a-doodle-doo, bitch.
And they're like, fuck!
You're in my neighborhood now.
And then he slowly transforms into Foghorn Leghorn and goes on a murderous rampage.
Jesus.
Oh, hell no, you hell? You're in the wrong neighborhood there, partner.
I don't remember him enough to try and do a Foghorn Leghorn impression, but I remember loving Foghorn Leghorn when I was a kid.
He just sounds like a plantation owner. It's nothing tasteful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad you just did that for the podcast. It's definitely tasteful, but I will definitely do it.
Yeah. The character of Foghorn Leghorn is very questionable. One of my favorite lines of his, and I may have done it on air, I may not. I can't remember. Probably not. But one of his favorite lines is, or not his favorite line, but he was talking to a chicken and he was trying to teach him baseball. Like, hey, boy, come and play some baseball. You just watch the ball and you hit it with a bat. And the chicken.
I remember that shockingly well.
And he didn't know how to play baseball, or he didn't really have any interest in it. And then Foghorn Leghorn says, well, now, when people see a boy that doesn't like to play baseball, they think he's kind of funny.
God, why are you still doing this impersonation?
That's because it's like a slice of history of completely missing the mark of having a cartoon character.
A lot of old school Looney Tunes is really not good for
very
replay value.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it Bugs Bunny did blackface in one episode?
Maybe. I know one time he went and tricked Hitler or something like that. There was another time where they had either he was in Africa or he was around slave characters, and they were that stereotypical blackface character, or how they drew them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wasn't good, obviously. But I think with this story, let's bring it back full circle. I think this is the right approach. You need to bring back the Looney Tune characters in the way they were remembered, but make them the villain of the movie. So this is Foghorn Leghorn in a cockfight who kills his owner, which you think, okay, that's good, he's escaping it. But then he goes on a murderous rampage because he's tired of the white man. Oh no, okay, this isn't a direction I want to go.
Yeah, this is a great direction.
Oh,
We should not have brought this full circle.
No.
Soldier's here with us, folks, and I want to talk to him because, man, it's my understanding that there is a war going on right now. Am I right in this?
Well, actually, there are 2 wars right now.
2 wars? We're in the midst of 2 wars all at once. Now, the United States...
God, yeah, a lot like that, yes.
Yeah. I'd like to go further down this road with this story, but I don't know if it has any chicken legs.
I don't know if that's
a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, I was about to address it. I don't know if after the chicken legs can withhold the pressure.
No, especially with Foghorn Leghorn, how giant his body is.
Yeah, he is shockingly big.
He's just like a full size, like a linebacker.
Yeah, he is alarming to behold. Oh God, you did that right into the fucking mic, didn't you?
That was a rough one.
You son of a bitch.
And with that, we're going on to story number 2.
New Zealand teenager attempts record for swinging on a playground set. And this is fairly recent. This happened on March 9th.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is pretty green. I should note that my last cockfighting story was from February 27th.
Another fresh one.
Exactly. But yeah, please.
So this one is super short, and it's kind of told in a weird way. I'm pulling this from the NPR website.
Okay.
So I'm just going to read this verbatim because it's super short. Good morning. I'm Rachel Martin. The pandemic has many of us doing more outdoor activities. One teenager in New Zealand was outside playing so long he may have set a world record. 17-year-old Patrick Cooper spent 36 hours swinging on a playground set.
How long?
Breaking 36 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You don't accidentally do that. You don't.
No. Possibly breaking a Guinness World Record of 32 hours. Patrick started at 10:23 a.m. on Saturday and finished at 10:23 p.m. on Sunday. He was supposed to start at 9 a.m., but he slept through his alarm. Super motivated, but still a teenager. That's it. That's the story.
What if this is like? What if this is like? You ever see that documentary Tickled? Where like,
no.
Okay, I'll explain. But there's this kind of kink or this fetishized thing of videos of guys being tickled. Anyway,
that sounds horrific.
It's odd that I'm bringing it up, and it is a horrific movie. Because the deal is there's this whole underworld thing involved in the whole process and production. My reason in bringing it up is, what if that's the case here for playground swingers?
Okay.
Yeah. So or even like there's that Donkey Kong documentary of that guy that tried to break the record.
The King of Kong.
King of Kong, yeah. And there was this whole fucking like drama and shit going on there too. Could be something similar with this. You know, what if there's a newfound rivalry between this kid and this 30-something-year-old man who has long hair, and his life's goal is to continue swinging on a swing set for a long period of time. Now he's lost his record. He's lost all meaning. His life is spiraling. He's tasting the gun barrel, the metal, licking the knowing death is only one click away.
See, where I was going to go with this, not in such a weird fucking like dystopic future like that.
Yeah.
This kid that did it for 36 hours. Do you think he had like a bucket underneath him where he would like try to time poop like on swings?
Like, that's a very good question.
Do you think this kid had a turd bucket just fucking hanging out below him?
I mean, 36 hours. You can go 36 hours without shitting. But what if, like, so what if
I don't know.
What if his
I don't
rival?
know.
Okay, what if his rival tried to sabotage, gave him some X-Lax to where now?
Oh God! And
Where he's
just, like,
swinging, he's like,
squirting.
God, I gotta fucking shit, and then it just turns into a shit sprinkler, and he's just like, I'm not gonna give up, but I gotta do this. And that's kind of like marathon runners do that. Marathon runners shit their pants when they're running so they don't mess up their time.
Yeah, I mean, like he's sitting there screaming at like his mom or girlfriend, "Bring me the shit bucket!"
Mom, bathroom.
She just comes running up with this old rusty looking ass bucket. Like, okay, sweetie, go ahead.
But she's not even gonna like place it in like, because she would go solid or liquid. He go liquid. She goes, oh shit, and then she has to like follow his parabolum to try and catch all of it into the bucket.
Yeah,
whenever it's coming out.
like she's running back and forth like in time with his swings and just like trying to catch it all.
But hey, here's the deal too. Here's the deal too. Whenever you poo, do you also pee a little?
Well, I do.
I do as well. So I can only assume he does too. And now you have two exit points you have to account for with this material.
Well, I like to imagine. Well, I'm not going to say it like that. I imagine this kid had like his pants down and like his ankles on this swing set, and it just like
the whole time,
out,
just in case.
Yeah, just squirting out poop while his mom was running back and forth trying to catch it all, and he's just like sprinkling a little bit of pee.
Like, oh God damn it! Keep it. Stop letting other stuff come out. Control it. You have your pee bottle with you.
Me.
Your pee bottle with you is there to catch all the pee. I can only catch the poo.
Yeah, you're embarrassing me in front of your friends.
And the Guinness World Record person's there just writing it all down.
They're just staring at this alarming, this terrifying sight of this 17-year-old kid
pissing and shitting on a swing set.
Yeah, fully clothed except the pants are down at the ankles, and he's just like swinging. I assume the mom's got to be somewhere in like her 50s, just running back and forth so that her son can get like a meaningless piece of paper that'll be broken in a year.
Well, I guess you could say that he was swinging for the fences.
Ooh, yes, he was.
Very proud of that one.
Yeah, that was honestly like right there. You should have just played the music. That is a perfect finale for that story.
And that might even be the title of our episode.
Swinging for the fences or Turd Bucket?
We have way too many like stories that are like we have poop knife. What's the other one? We have
poop knife,
poop snake. And then and
now Turd Bucket.
Turd Bucket. Like, we can't get known as this podcast that names everything after poop.
we're just cornholing ourselves.
That was good.
Into a corner of just poop related stories.
What if now we just continue to fall down this spiral? And now, besides, I've been talking to Andy about ways to expand our brand and for folks to take notice of us. But what if we are so now tied to poop-related material that we replace the chairs that we record with, and we start recording on stools?
Ooh.
There you go. Took you a second.
No, I was smiling and just like, okay, that's a good bit. I like that.
Yeah, but we can't do it. We're not going to go that direction. Because people are just going to say we're another shitty podcast. Boom. That's our offshoot.
Boom.
Another shitty podcast. That's it.
Yeah, another shitty podcast.
That's gonna be our bonus pod. Forget about this new town we're working on. Now we're doing another shitty podcast. And
well, now, what if we just called it Shit Town?
We could call it Shit Town. And
we just told nothing but stories about poop.
Our subtext is going to be, in this episode, we get a little nutty.
Fuck me. That was really good.
I don't want to leave the poop-related ones. I got so many puns. I just can't stop.
Get ready for nutty and corny stories.
Oh, wow. Fresh off the cob.
God damn it.
You'll get the end of our episode and say, I didn't eat any corn.
Oh.
That's a shout out to Austin Powers.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. God damn it. All right, on to the next story.
I will have to admit, I was getting a beer, so I didn't have my story pulled up. I'm sorry.
See, we would have, like, if I was there, that wouldn't have happened.
I know you would have gone off and gotten it for me, but no, now I'm just kind of on my own. I've put my beers over on the I guess creamer section of my fridge so that I don't have to reach so far, and I have to plan ahead because of your absence, and it just makes life harder.
Well, I'm glad I make you harder, man.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay,
You're not gonna give me any credit for that. That was quick.
That was really good. That was really good. I'm sorry. So wait. Breaking booze.
Breaking booze. Okay.
People are. I don't know if you hear this. There's a lot of madness happening out in the hallway. I should just keep yelling. So this is not.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. Well, good. Maybe that means the suds won't either. This is not going to be my story for this segment. But
okay.
I have an update from the cockfighting story.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a first.
And I'll only read just the top line of it. And we don't have to discuss much further, so I can go on to my next story. But I should report that the rooster will appear in court after killing owner during a legal cockfight.
You're fucking kidding. They're actually bringing a rooster to court.
And they bring in Foghorn Leghorn.
Dude, dude, what? I mean, they have to bring in the evidence too, like the knife that he killed the owner with, and the rooster's just going to be sitting like.
Sir, do you recognize this knife?
Just like some bagaz sound a lot more. Just sound a lot more insinuating than others.
And then they go, "Oh, you're saying you didn't kill your owner? What are you? Chicken?"
It just goes on a murderous rampage with another knife. This is trying to fucking stab people. God damn it. Okay, that was worth breaking in for that.
I thought I had to do it. I did.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Andy.
Adam.
Did you know that more than 2,000 homeless people live underground in New York City, commonly referred to as mole people? They have a hierarchical community and oftentimes are living directly under the most populous parts of the city.
What the fuck?
Now
Dude, this is like some Planet of the Apes 5 shit right here.
Oh, see, what I thought whenever I read it was like, this is kind of like John Wick shit. Maybe John Wick 2, right? I don't think Lawrence Fishburne and all them showed up in 1.
No, they didn't. I don't think he has any real like interaction with them until 2.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, man, that is what in the fuck?
Mole people.
Look like mold, tasting like people. Holy shit!
But it's like it's not even like because like traditional moles. I mean, I guess mole people would. I mean, in this case, they're referred to as mole people. But I mean, they're just homeless. But what if like legitimately they're these people that have the mole people distinction? They burrow into holes in the city, and they like. they find little areas of cement that they just dig at for hours to like make little burrow areas.
But I mean, with the thing cement, I mean, the only thing they can do is just like leave little scratch marks on the concrete. You never actually burrow down into the ground.
And cops go by and they're looking at the little burrow marks. They're like, hey, mole person. They got 5 fingernail marks on that spot.
The goddamn mole people are at it again.
And then like while they're going down and looking for them, like they see them, but the mole people can't see the cops because the mole people are blind.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why there's so much piss and shit around the city, is because they don't know where a toilet is and they just do it.
It's these fucking homeless mole people just rummaging around on all fours, just shitting and pissing everywhere, like the kid on the swing.
So then instead, what New York City then has to employ is a bucket service to follow around the mole people.
See, look, we are back to the turd bucket.
I can't. Now maybe I do have to name the episode Turd Bucket.
We're going to have to go turd buckets on this one. That's twice that a turd bucket has been referenced.
The suds are just going to be like, guys, do you just want to be a shit podcast? Like, do you, you just want to...
This has got to be the last, like, poop-related, like, title for an episode that we have for a hot goddamn minute.
No, we're just going to be like, this week we're giving you an enema for your ears.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I hope you had your bidets ready. Time for another shit podcast.
Oh, yeah. Great sign-in. Oh, but then we go and we restructure the whole world, okay? And we say...
Oh wow. So we're going global on this.
We're going global. And we're saying President Bidet has taken over.
Ooh. But is this like an actual person or just like an actual physical
No, it's
bidet?
just Biden. It's just, but he's... Yeah,
Okay.
I thought you would get that sooner, but it's just Biden. But he's like, he has a water gun. So...
Squirting at people's butts.
Capital punishment is him telling people bend over and then shooting them in the ass with a water gun.
Oh God!
Oh man!
Jesus!
He replaces the military with firefighters.
That is one powerful, painful enema right there.
And the ultimate enemy is the mole people.
Oh God! Yeah, dude, this is like the exact plot of Planet of the Apes 5.
It is.
I love this. All right, that's good. I like that.
Okay.
That's pretty goddamn good.
And just imagine if you were here and we were able to laugh about it. But instead, Suds at home are just watching me with my Colonel Custer mustache and being all red in the face from laughing so hard.
Yeah, but they also get to see a cuter version of me across the table from you.
Yeah, that is pretty goddamn cute. I'm not going to lie.
I might get a girlfriend from this episode.
I
Mostly because they don't know what the fuck I look like.
wanted to fuck that little green rat.
Oh, Jesus. I want to fuck that little green mole person.
He's got 3 eyes. He could be.
God bless. And now, I believe, good sir, it is time for a brand new segment that is coming to you live right now
God,
for
hold
Adam
on.
and Andy.
That's right, Suds. You heard it here from Andy first and me second. We got a special correspondent, Piper, calling in from a helicopter with your ICMY. Oh, fuck! ICYMI in the sky.
Evening, fellas. You tried.
Good
you did.
evening. Hey, and also, for the studs who might not know, we have referenced Piper many times on this podcast.
A very important person. A very important person.
Yeah, she's in fact the one who did our art for the Adam and Andy, and is as much a part of this podcast as anyone else is.
Oh, I appreciate the shout outs, guys. Thank you.
Of course.
So
now, please,
Piper,
in case we missed it.
What do you got there up in your helicopter? What do you got to report on?
Well, typical American fare. Middle-aged mothers living vicariously through their teenage daughters.
That sounds about right. Yes.
Yeah, about right. So last week in Florida, a woman who just happens to be an assistant principal at an elementary school decided she would help her daughter out by winning homecoming queen and rigging the vote.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
This is scandalous news.
Very, very. And you would think, rigging the votes with, homecoming queen would be, just shoving a bunch of votes in, a box in the cafeteria room, like Terry's or something like that. But no.
Yeah.
Mom used big brain energy here and decided we were going to hack into our school's, the high school's computer system and just spam votes through different students' logins.
Oh, like Ferris Bueller.
I don't think this is big brain. That's some galaxy brain shit right there.
Well, totally, especially when you forget to use a VPN and about 277 votes come from your IP address or cell phone.
Yeah, what could have saved her and hopefully a future sponsor of this podcast? NordVPN.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Totally.
we're marketing for them to market on us. Good idea.
Thank you, our sponsor.
It'll pay off in the long run. God damn it.
They'll reach out and be like, "Wow, these guys talk about shit a lot, and they keep talking about mole people for some reason." And I was gonna make a joke too, be like, "Man, what if we need to have a mole coming queen?" And
for fuck's sake.
That's what maybe they qualify for that. They get banished to the mole people realm and.
Adam,
yes.
We did a really awful job in the last music town of shooting the wheels off of
a story.
Every single segment. Yes. So, Piper, please continue.
Oh, okay. Well, both the mother and her daughter, who's 17, are now facing felony charges.
Oh, felony?
Yes.
Why is the daughter facing charges?
Because she also aided in rigging the vote in her favor. Yeah, she would brag to her friends in high school about how her mom had access, being an assistant principal. So she'd, just flat out tell her classmates, oh, well, I can check your grades or whatever. And that's the big issue here, is this is a total violation of these students' privacy. And
oh, my God.
That's why big brain. We were real smart about this.
Oh, my God.
Both the mother and daughter are facing 3 third-degree felonies in doing something really, really stupid. And in the end, what are you going to do? Are you going to put homecoming queen on your resume? Come on.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if people did that, though.
That is true.
This is a 1980s John Hughes movie. No.
See, good shout out.
I'm thinking that is a good shout out. I'm thinking of more along the lines of Carrie.
It is like Carrie, but I mean.
And the daughter starts murdering everyone. And instead of pouring blood at everyone, they pour shit.
Oh my God.
I knew I could Andy with that one. That was targeted.
Yeah. Turd Bucket.
Yeah, it's Turd Bucket.
I don't know. I just feel bad for the girl who was supposed to win. Probably campaigned and did everything she needed to do to win. And then her bitch friend decided, that's my
In the long run, don't you think she still won? I mean, they obviously didn't give homecoming queen to the one who, was a filthy cheater.
Yeah, when you find out, absolutely. But, I mean, how hurtful. come on. Do better.
So in this story, do we find out about the invalid votes after the win or before the win?
It was after the win. There's footage of her walking down the football field with her jacket and her crown and just living her life, her best moment. She's going to remember this forever, but didn't really actually earn it. And I wonder, like, why?
Who do you think reported this? Do you think he was the one who walked?
The janitor.
Like, I know this bitch didn't win.
I mean, what they say is that the results were really surprising. Have to say a lot about this chick.
It was definitely the loser who reported that shit.
I would say so, but like they were saying, like the votes were really lopsided. It just didn't make sense.
Oh, somehow 110% of the students voted for this woman. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
A student vote who hasn't been here in 10 years.
Oh, they start pulling up like old school records. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's super. What is it? A black sheep app?
Yeah.
Where they find all the voter fraud.
But then they're like,
somehow,
hey, now the students need to have their student ID in order to vote, and then.
That's what I'm thinking. Like voter restrictions. Hello.
Yeah. They removed water from the voting sites.
That's topical.
That's topical. Real shitty
There you
news.
go, Piper. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's some topical shit right there.
I guess just to wrap this up, and eventually justice will be served. But the 17-year-old, she's been expelled from high school, and
the mom's
her mother
has
been she's been suspended from her position.
We need fired though, not
only
suspended. We need fired.
Well, I mean, she's got 3 felonies coming her way.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think she won't have a job regardless.
Yeah, I hope that helping her daughter win homecoming queen was enough to warrant her going to federal fuck me in the ass prison.
You know about that story about the mom who hired somebody to kill her daughter's cheerleading rival here in Texas?
Oh my God! What? This
Are
is
you
more?
coming at us with?
Whoa!
Are you coming at us with?
This is old. This is like 80s, 90s.
Yeah, this is some breaking news shit right now.
Oh my God!
You're coming at us with
No!
stories.
2 stories.
I didn't mean to. It kind of runs a little of the same thing. I would do anything to get whatever I want from my daughter, not what my daughter wants.
Yeah.
Although in Homecoming Queen, she clearly wanted to be Homecoming Queen, and we were going to do whatever it took, obviously. But the other one was just. You'll have to look that one up. I don't have that information in front of me, but it was like early 90s.
I think that is definitely missed news on a lot of such parts. I think the next time you're on, we need to cover that story.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can talk about.
Give us an update, right? We'll say, "Hey, Piper, what's your update in the ICYMI in the sky on this murder in Texas or attempted murder in Texas?"
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, that was for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a wild ass story, start to finish. Holy shit.
Oh, well, I'm happy to bring it to you guys. Thanks for having me on.
But think about it though, because I mean, downloading a little bit after that, if you go so far out of your way to make sure that your daughter wins homecoming queen, you know that she can't do it on her own volition, then you're ultimately admitting that is her peak, and it is downhill from that point.
Yeah, I wonder if Mom also believes in participation trophies.
Oh, absolutely, she does.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. It's like sometimes some of them don't believe in that, but they believe their kids deserve everything. It's really weird. It's twisted thinking, in my opinion.
Yeah, God bless. Jesus. Okay, I'm going to be thinking about this story for at least the next day and trying to comprehend this fully in my own very small mole man brain that I have.
Mole people,
I think
people.
It's not crab people.
Yeah, I know. I changed it to mole, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is crab people, but they look like moles, taste like people.
Ah.
Very well then.
Well, so that just went right over the head. Now I feel stupid.
I would prefer if they looked like people and tasted like crab.
Well, yeah, okay. Now we're getting off track.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. Well, Piper, I greatly appreciate you getting your pilot's license so that you could get up in the sky in your helicopter that is eerily silent in this episode.
Well,
and,
to you, but it will be in post.
And telling us about the vice principal of an elementary school helping her 17-year-old
high school,
teenage
not
daughter.
elementary. Oh, wait, she's the vice president of the
she's an elementary
school.
Yeah. The
okay,
vice principal of an elementary school helping her 17-year-old daughter win homecoming, which inevitably landed the mother in federal fuck-me-in-the-ass prison and her daughter being expelled.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was a moment of pride right there. Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, that was me. Oh, you made that? I made that. Yeah.
Fuck your
Thanks
kids.
for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, and be sure and fly home safe, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Okay, that sounded really reassuring.
Okay, toodaloo. You guys have fun.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
How awful was I?
Pretty off.
Shit.
But not like, I mean, like, if you're a second off of that, I mean, you're off, right?
Yeah. All right. You're not wrong. Fine,
You're
fine,
not.
fine. Whatever.
That's true. Is this me or you? I'm now confused. I think it's me, isn't it?
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm sorry for the discrepancy in talking.
Hey, it happens, especially whenever we have a brand new segment that we have brought to our subs.
That's true.
Yes, the kinks will only be ironed out.
Yeah, I know. But hey, you know what? This is a great episode. We're not going to derail it now. We're fucking hot right now.
You're goddamn right we are.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
This one could be read by a very, very, very special person in our world, but unfortunately he's not available. So you know, I'll ask you the question, and you'll probably know who I'm talking about. But the question is, how much sunken treasure is still out there?
Okay, first, I'm going to say I don't know who the fuck you're referencing.
Really?
Two,
okay.
Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck
Let me
you're referencing.
read the question then, as that person. Yarr, how much sunken treasure is still out there?
Hey, Captain Security.
I read it.
Hey, Scurry, hey.
He's not here. He's
How
not
you
here.
doing?
Obviously, he's not on camera.
Oh,
I told you I would read it like him, and that was a really good impression, wasn't it?
that was you had me fooled because I couldn't see anything. I thought it was him.
Yeah. Yarr, who's this little alien boy?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds just like him. That's a really good impression of him.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But back to the question. How much is really out there, Andy? Really think about that. Wrap your head around it. Thousands of years of ships sailing with treasures aboard that have sunk. How long have boats been around, Andy, you shithead?
I don't know. Ted Cruz invented boats.
Ted Cruz invented boats.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wait a second. Is Ted Cruz because you take a boat for a cruise?
No, I was going to say everyone knows
saying?
that the Zodiac Killer invented boats.
Well, that idea is just not going to float.
Okay, so back to the question.
Fun fact, I just pointed at my Pennywise shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is kind of another joke. But yeah, back to the question.
I don't. It feels like every time a sunken treasure is discovered, it's worth like millions of dollars, right? Because
I don't know. Is that reported
ancient,
a lot? Do
right?
we hear about that a lot?
No, but it seems like it's like once every 5 to 10 years, someone finds like some sunken or buried treasure somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I would like in terms of what, like the amount of
it's
treasures that are left to find, or like poundage, like what?
No. I think and I think I have like a rough answer, or at least an estimate that the article provides, and I'll share that with you now because we don't need to go back and forth on that. We can go more in the hypotheticals.
I'm going to say 2,500.
What?
Exactly. It's a very vague question. I'm going to say 2,500.
Okay, well, get ready to celebrate because the article says that there's a chance that there are roughly about 3,000
holy shit,
portions of treasure. So what it is like a ship has sunk and it has treasure on it. That is one, right? Okay, so 3,000 of those instances. So yeah, you were pretty fucking close.
Dude, I love, like, that just came to the top of my head in an instant. I just had to say it. I love I was that close.
Yeah.
But just
I think
trying to fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So is there, like, did they say an estimate of like the monetary value of what's out there? Because don't a lot of sunken treasures just get donated to like museums and shit?
Oh, like Indiana Jones style?
Well, I mean, like, how are you supposed to find a chest of, let's say, like 800 like AD like gold coins in like a chest, somewhere in the bottom of the ocean? Where the fuck are you supposed to sell that? Who's gonna buy that? What are they gonna do with it?
Rick from Pawn Stars.
Well, I mean, he's got a guy for everything. Absolutely.
I got a guy for this, and he calls in Captain Scurvy.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what are you supposed to do with like a buried or like sunken treasure that you find? You can't exactly like go sell it somewhere. There's no honest to God monetary value to it anymore, unless it's like jewels.
Yeah, but the other part of it too is like, you know, there's that like romanticized idea of treasure thieves.
Dude,
or treasure hunters.
You could definitely go to a strip club and like get some poon with some like gold coins.
But is it like I'm still trying to like wrap up my idea. Is it kind of like Uncharted? Like, do people like that exist where their sole purpose in life is finding old things and selling them to buyers that they're linked up with somewhat on the black market?
I would say yes, because I mean, there's still people out there obsessed with trying to bring the Titanic to the surface, and that thing has
like
been
James Cameron.
That thing has been just like plucked to its death of anything of value that was ever on that ship.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely, there are people out there like Uncharted or like Tomb Raider who go out there and like try to find like this sunken buried treasure, but it probably never goes anywhere. And I mean, they're not going to make any actual money off of it.
No, which is kind of like the point of the Uncharted series is like Nathan Drake's never a rich person.
No, hell, I love how the series ends. He just lives on like in a cabin on a beach somewhere.
Yeah,
doesn't have any real money. It's just like a small cabin, like a small 1-bedroom cabin. But yeah, that's a pretty realistic thing right there. I would love to know where they got the money to afford said cabin on the beach. Probably from I think who ends up being his wife was like a news reporter or some shit.
Yeah, she was like a journalist or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, we're getting off topic.
Yeah. We gotta get back to good audio. We gotta go back to talking about a turd bucket and the mole people, and we need to talk about the adventures of our person. In our mind, our Nathan Drake, our Dathan naked boy.
All right. our naked naked boy.
Yeah, and he's the one that's going off and finding this treasure that's in this article that I was reading about, and he constantly comes across mole people that are blind. But now it's like turning into, oh God,
this is a fever dream.
No, but what's that? What's the video game that you love so much with zombies? The Last of Us. So it's kind of like The Last of Us with like clickers, but it's just all like mole people that are like homeless and shitting everywhere.
Blind mole people, and the way that they sense you is that you step in the shit.
And they're like, mole people.
Mole people.
And then they're like, I have to go and find this treasure that's underwater, but mole people are here. How'd they get down here?
Yeah, how are they swimming?
What? How do they
are we
breathe?
That moles have? Yeah, are we saying that moles have gills now? Are we going full on water world on this motherfucker?
Yeah, they have evolved to be water mole people.
I can get behind this.
And
this theory right here.
And then when they shit, it turns into a ball that looks like Wilson, and they fuck it.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
Again,
everyone unsubscribes at this point.
I'm going to reiterate what I said a moment ago. That's a fucking fever dream.
Yeah, we've the world we've crafted.
It's not a world I ever want to see come to life.
It's a like a David Lynch world. It's just so odd.
It's horrifying.
Like it's basically Eraserhead, but with shit and mole people.
Yeah, that's not a world anyone wants to be a part of.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed us talking about our story about sunken treasure.
God damn it.
And with that, we go on to our last story of the night.
So, Adam, I'm going to preface this story real quick by asking you a question.
Yes, I am prepared.
How many spam calls or texts would you say you get in any given day?
I mean, if I average it out, it has to be like one. Like for a combo between
one.
If I put together calls and texts, it's probably one if I average it out. Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. I get at least 15.
Really?
Yes, and that is not an over exaggeration. I get an exorbitant amount of spam calls and texts every single fucking day.
Have you maybe thought about why that's happening? Like maybe where's your phone number that has where it gives people that access to fuck around with you?
Well, I'm not going to say my phone number on the podcast, but
well, no, I'm just mean like
it's fair to where I mean I have 3 different apps that are supposed to block said texts and calls, and I still get shit that comes through. But I will also say the number that I took over like 5 years ago when I changed my number, it is apparently someone's favorite number to use for their debt collection calls.
Oh, that's got to be it. And I bet that collection agencies sell the contact info of the people that they have, because obviously they have it in droves because they have to find ways to contact you. They must sell that data too to other firms and agencies. Well, yeah, that's been proven. Like, okay. Well, I thought it sounded cool, but yeah, that's right. Collection agency will get a number, they'll try to contact it for like a month, and then they'll sell that debt for pennies on the dollar to collect on something. And so the next collection agency will then call for like a month or text for like a month straight. Until then, it fucking just continuously goes. So the point of why I asked you that question, this is a story. This is not a breaking booze story. This happened a decade ago. Okay. In 2011. Do we need to have Piper call back in with in case you missed it? Eye in the sky.
No, this is my own version of In Case You Missed It news, because I guarantee everyone did.
Yeah.
Spam text blows up Moscow terrorists.
Oh, that is interesting. That is very interesting.
So this is another pretty short article. I'm going to cut off like the last little bit because it doesn't really pertain to it. But according to Russian security sources, the text message, a remote trigger for a cell phone belt bomb, wished her a Happy New Year and accidentally set off the blast. The accident may have saved hundreds of lives, the officials believe, as the woman intended to use the bomb in an attack near Red Square later that night. So,
this is like in Russia, though. Oh, yeah, I thought it was like Middle East. This is like they're trying to do a terrorist attack in Russia at the Red Square.
Yes, but apparently, according to this article, at that time in Russia, it was a fairly common affair for like suicide or bombers to like attack like places like that. Like at that point in time, the article says that they had successfully bombed 35 people and injured like 300 people. And so because this woman had her cell phone on and is connected to the belt that she was wearing, a spam text came in and blew it the fuck up prematurely. So, like, like that is.
You said that the text said
karma.
You said that the text said Happy New Year. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, let's remove that, and let's think of something more embarrassing.
You should get tested.
No. I got it. It's a text that says,
"What?
Mom, I need the Turd Bucket."
Or just says bathroom on it.
Bathroom! Like all caps with like exclamation marks. Bathroom!
Bathroom!
You have time to type exclamation marks. Why'd you do that? Just send bathroom. Bathroom!
Well, in that instance, he could feel it coming, but it wasn't there yet. But he knew from the bubble guts that it was going to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just imagine whatever organization this person was with. They like an explosion goes off, and then they're thinking to themselves, but she wasn't even remotely where she was supposed to be at. What could have possibly happened? And then it comes to light like 20 days later. A spam text is what set that shit off. And the fact that people still use cell phone like detonators, with the amount of spam that goes out there,
yeah,
it's shocking that this story doesn't happen
more
year
often.
after year after year.
Yeah. I mean, that's incredibly interesting. I think that's the way I'll kind of surmise that, because you never really think about that occurring with how these devices are structured, right? Like explosive devices.
Yeah.
Like you don't think about that. What if you set something to go off because of Snapchat and it's a holiday and it goes off whenever Snapchat like sends you that little happy happy Halloween.
It's like every holiday they send some stupid bullshit. Like I guarantee this Sunday for Easter, there's gonna be some really stupid cheesy looking fucking thing that they're gonna send out of like little like runny babbits like hopping around.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my God, definitely. Yeah. And then we're just gonna hear some kind of story about some terrorist getting blown up because of the Easter Bunny. And then there are gonna be stories to come out after that to say that Jesus specifically targeted those terrorists with an Easter message. I thought you were
gonna go with that the Easter Bunny needs to be canceled because the Easter Bunny is killing people.
No, that was Foghorn Leghorn.
God damn that Foghorn Leghorn.
He's the one that lays the eggs. Or kind of.
Yeah.
The Easter Bunny just shows up.
I don't think roosters lay eggs.
No, that's why I said kinda afterwards. That's my my adjuster.
Okay, touche.
Yeah.
All right, I misinterpreted that. Touche.
No, it's okay. You're on the phone, so you can't see me, and whenever I say words, so it's okay. Hopefully next week you can be here and we can muck it up and have more fun, but across from each other. And my camera hasn't been sitting stagnant, staring for an hour at a stuffed alien rat.
I hope you're not sending that accusatory at me because my sweet, innocent nephew sneezed on me.
There's no stories.
Yeah, I don't know where that was going.
That was my opportunity to adjust and be like, oh God, what do I do? This is, while I'm disappointed, as you can tell, that you're not here, and you can't see my mustache. Everyone at home can. You'll see it in the TikToks and on YouTube. You'll see it.
And so will I.
Maybe if we're going to target next Tuesday, I'll try to keep it in person. But, other than that, I'll probably get rid of it on Sunday. But
why would you get rid of it on Sunday? What's happening Monday?
Nothing's happening on Monday. It's just I have really only thought about but I've only thought about testing this out. This isn't like a new permanent look. Like having the mustache is just a fun thing.
Again, it's not permanent. Just keep it till next Tuesday. It'll be fine. You'll survive.
Yeah, I will survive. Well, maybe. I have some Zoom calls. I have some business Zoom calls. And they'll be like, oh my God, Colonel Custer's calling in. What's he doing here?
They might think that. Yeah, they might think that if it's as big as you're alleging. That's what she said.
Hey. Or you could say that's what his mom said when she looked in the turd bucket.
I don't like that connection at all. That is not a good connection to make right there. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I like this.
No, see, I have proof of you now saying that you like it.
No, I disagree.
See how quiet you are, and listen to how sure this person is.
I like this.
I disagree.
I like this.
But anyway, my what I was saying though is while you are away, and as much as I hate that, I'm very happy with the result of this episode. This has been fucking insane.
Yes, it has, and we can expect nothing less week after week. Our studs have grown accustomed to this.
Exactly. You want to talk about? Yes. You want to talk about your evening booze, some buds and suds at the bar talking about shit? That's what happens. That's the real world. We'll give you that taste of that before the COVID restrictions are lifted up.
Well, they've already been lifted.
Both from a federal, state, and also personal standpoint.
I don't think that's going to happen this year.
Really?
Yeah, I genuinely don't think that is going to happen this year. We are not going to go back to normal in this year.
I would say from a conservative standpoint, you may be like August is what I would say. But, I think what you're saying could have some truth to it. Who knows? But also you do like to, I don't know, exaggerate sometimes as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And if things go back to normal this year, I will fucking buy you something. If they don't, you're going to buy me something.
Well, you do owe me like 48 beers at this point.
Yeah, I do. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But I should say, first of all, thank you to Piper, thank you, Piper, our new booze correspondent. Our new booze anchor. Booze anchor. She's at anchor level now. You and I are the anchors.
Well, I mean, don't they consider? Oh no, yeah, they're correspondents. Never mind. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah. It's okay.
I was wrong.
Because then it would be Adam and Andy and Piper.
Yeah.
So whenever we make
whenever
our company expands and it's huge, you want to talk about CEO, COO levels, well, it's just going to say anchor or just co-anchor. And then you go correspondence below that. Sites for the future.
I was wrong.
Yeah. But no, thank you so much, Piper. Your contributions are appreciated, and I am disgusted at that story.
How dare that vice principal do that?
That's fucked up. You know what, Andy? I was on homecoming court. I never once thought about doing that. That's just wrong.
Why am I not surprised by that? I'm not even going to ask you about that. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, well, you don't care about things, so.
No, I really don't. That is one of my.
That's on your LinkedIn. It says Andy McIntyre doesn't care about things.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about things.
Except this podcast.
Yeah, I do care about the
there
podcast.
There you go. And of course, thank you to all the suds. I'm happy to be back to our normal format, and I'll be extra happy when Andy's back and we're at the super normal format.
Boom.
I should just, you kind of after the fact, thank you to Vadis and Lady Duct Tape for their appearance on Music Town 3. I think right now it's our highest viewed YouTube video. Let's keep bumping it up. Let's keep the fucking train going.
You're goddamn right.
So if you want the train to keep going, find us on YouTube by typing in Adam and Andy. Listen to us on Spotify and iTunes by typing in Adam and Andy. Give us a subscribe.
Yeah.
Give us a review on iTunes as well. 5 stars if you please. If not, you know what? If we're at that point where we're not 5 stars, let us know what it is. I want to know.
No, if you're not going to rate it 5 stars, fuck off.
Okay, that's true as well. I was hoping he would say that.
Boom.
Go to our social handles: Facebook, Instagram, the magical TikTok at Adam Also Andy. And on top of that, we are thinking, is it time to break the mold and make a Twitter? Maybe.
Yeah, we probably should.
I checked the name. Adam Also Andy is available, so I should just lock it in, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely
Find tweets there, probably of our videos, and news stories. It'll be a good place to share news stories.
Yeah.
Go to our website, the mothership of all content, even though our videos can't quite be embedded, but it's still us there.
We will get there.
Adam-Andy.com. And I believe that's it. Am I missing anything, Andrew?
Not that I can think of.
Well, with that, I'm Adam.
And I'm Andy. Happy Easter.